Welcome, my friends, to a Delco Nerd Network hot take. If you haven't seen a hot take before, well, it's where a few friends get in a basement, give our thoughts, give our opinions on a TV show, a movie, or a game. Today, it's going to be a TV show, and that TV show is The Witcher Season 2. My name, of course, is Anthony Ragucci, and as always, the triple threat himself, Chris Trio.
I was going to do like an art sign or something, but I don't really have anything good. I was trying to think of something like witchery to say, but toss a coin to me. How you doing, Gooch? What's going on?
Just been like, fuck.
Yeah, fuck. How's it going, Gooch?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Third podcast of the day.
Yeah.
To give you a little peek behind the curtain here.
Yeah, and these are actually airing out of order.
Yeah, so
we never record like that. Usually we record in order, but like this is going up. We're doing this last. This is going up second. We just did Dexter, which you can listen to. Halo Infinite will be out on Monday, the 18th.
Oh, no. You said Thursday for what? What are we talking
Next
about?
Monday.
Next Monday would be
the 20th,
the 17th.
Oh, okay, the 17th.
Correct.
This will be out.
Yeah.
Or no,
Halo will be out. This will have already been out by the time you're listening to it.
All right. Witcher.
I can't even do the song. Like, it's very interesting. Yeah, I'm letting you go as long as you want to go.
That was what you were looking for.
Gooch, what did you think of The Witcher Season 2?
The Witcher Season 2 was great. You know, what else can we say here? Witcher Season 1, I think, like, kind of took the world by storm in a way I didn't see coming. A lot of people who weren't Witcher fans became Witcher fans, playing the games, reading the books, and I think Season 2 kind of did that again.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think it's, like, just as good, if not a little bit better. I think the fact that they told this story literally linearly instead of doing it out of order. Of course, that's cool, and it's kind of cliche and, like, interesting for a second, but, you know, they decided, obviously, that wouldn't make sense for the season, but I think the way they did it for Season 1 was just cool and different.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's back and better than ever. I think
I think that he definitely is better, and not even better because it wasn't his fault that he was bad or anything in the first one, but I felt like he didn't have a lot to work with in the first season compared to this one.
Really?
Yeah, I really feel like he got his time to shine a lot more. Like, he feels like more of the main character in this season than he did. I know he is the main character in the last season and all that. But like, do you know what I mean? Like the way
the last season was written and paced
and just broken up. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yes, I feel like he feels a bit less kind of one notey in my opinion. I feel like he kind of has a lot more depth. Especially, I love his interactions with Ciri. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, so this sort of source material, the story this is kind of basing off of, is from The Blood of Elves and I think a bit of Sword of Destiny. So those are the two of the three books.
Gotcha.
I think there's actually one more. I think there's four. It's Last Wish, Blood of Elves, Sword of Destiny, and something else. But anyway, so this season is kind of exploring, you know, we get to Kaer Morhen, and Ciri's kind of like wanting to be a Witcher. She essentially wants to be Geralt.
Yeah.
And really it's because, like, she looks up to him, and he kind of, like, you know, kick-ass kind of guy, takes names.
Don't take no shit. Yeah.
Gets shit done. And, like, that was what she was unable to do in Season 1. Her entire kingdom is destroyed. Her family is killed, and she is fleeing. And, you know, and she's coming into her elder blood powers. And
how old is she supposed to be, like, in the books when this happens? Like, young, because she looks pretty old. Like, she looks. She looked a lot younger last season.
Freya Allen is definitely like 20 in her
She's
20s.
21. I checked when I was like curious.
I think she's supposed to be.
It's
like
funny because she looked really young in that last. Yeah, that's what I thought. She looked
yeah.
really young in that first season. I gotta say it was a good idea of them to get someone who can kind of grow into the role a little bit more. But yeah, I'm sorry. Continue.
No. So yeah, this season is kind of just exploring Ciri kind of like coming into her own
and figuring out what she is and kind of figuring the greater world thinking, figuring that out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not just her, but like Geralt and Vesemir, who, you know,
even the continent.
Players of Witcher 3 will recognize, and if you've seen the anime Nightmare of the Wolf, which is pretty good. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it looked
all right.
So, and that's about when the Kaer Morhen gets attacked. I assume, right? Like when that thing that Vesemir is talking about.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And they are obviously absolutely connected, right? That's like that is the canon of what happens in the. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, how'd you feel about Vesemir's actor?
All right.
I thought he was kind of okay. His accent was interesting to me.
What was his accent?
I don't even know it was, or just the way he spoke. I don't even know if necessarily was but like, he looked good. I will say he kind of looked like Vesemir, but but and again, I'm basing this off of the game. Yeah, like because that's our only visual representation we got of him for. I mean, did he have the handlebar in the game?
Yeah,
I thought he did. Yeah. I thought that was
the
good.
way they did.
Trish
Eskel.
Oh. Yeah, I thought that
really
was interesting.
Just killing him, like he comes back from the hunt, and like
Eskel in Witcher. He's the one with the scar in 3, right? Yeah, that you go and hunt up in the hills with.
Yeah. So Lambert and Eskel in the games, which are canon to the books, are still alive. Like it's Vesemir, Lambert, Eskel, and Geralt. They're the only Witchers left of the Wolf School.
Yeah, and then when they come in, there's like 10 or 15 of them.
Yeah. I was watching the behind the scenes, and by the way, I think Netflix has this for most of their shows. Check those out. They're pretty interesting.
I absolutely will.
So they said, they're like, hey, we know like the Witchers are dwindling, but like we wanted to add more.
That could
like,
kind of be cannon fodder a little bit by the end.
And it's like, hey, it looks like the Witcher school is like somewhat active. Like they're still like doing it, but in the books, like that's not the case. Like the Witchers are pretty much all dead.
So no other schools are even creating Witchers still?
I don't think so or no. Like Letho from Witcher 3 and Witcher 2 is from the School of the Viper, and there are 2 other Witchers with him in Witcher 2 that die. But
you meet the one from the cat school in 3.
Yeah, who's that again?
I think that was an extra DLC thing that they put in. I can't remember his name. But he like slaughters a town, and you like because anyone pay
but like
him.
there's really I would say no. Like it just doesn't seem like that.
And
it's
what
causes it? I don't know.
I know with the Wolf School they destroyed the mutagen in that attack, right?
I think it might be a similar thing.
Because
nobody likes Witchers, really.
Which is weird because they're doing a lot of the shit for everyone.
They have a place in society, but like nobody really likes them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That was interesting to me.
Yeah, so I guess like that one liberty where Eskel turns into a Leshen and then he dies. I was kind of like,
kind of sucks to throw him away like that.
Why throw away Eskel, the Witcher that is actually like
notable? Yeah, right, like maybe because like I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't like one choice. One thing I didn't necessarily like. So guess who plays Nivellen in this first episode? It's fucking Tormund Giantsbane.
Oh yeah, I did know that.
So he is all practical except
for the face. I saw
and
that.
I thought, and I was like, oh, me and Trio's gonna love this.
So that was the one I was actually very. Snouts don't usually work. I feel like in movies.
That whole thing I think worked,
and it did. It worked well. Like
he looked like a big,
anytime
bumbling like boar guy.
I mean, kind of like Beast from like Beauty in the way. Like
but
for
like
sure. Whenever you put a snout on a human,
by the way, that's exactly what that is supposed to be.
That's I feel like yeah.
But in Polish.
But like. When you put a snout on a human being, in my opinion, and I feel like most movies, it doesn't look good. It looks weird, and you can't really emote that very well. It just looks like a dog, because like you have that kind of elongated thing. But this works very well with how like you said, it's like literally all practical up until around his face, and then they just CGI that in, and it was well done. It was. I thought the Bruxa fight was pretty cool, actually. The fighting in general, I thought was pretty well done. One thing I enjoyed a lot. I'm sorry, I got a mark. They didn't color grade it the same way this time, and I think it was like I felt like
I don't think I noticed.
So in the first season, I felt like everything had a fucking dark color grade over it. Like it was even the light scenes were very gray and
Remember
kind
when you guys made fun of me for bitching? What did I say was dark? Something reviewed recently, and I said it was dark, and I got all that shit for it. I forget what it was.
I felt like I agreed with you. Like, and I'm trying to. I can't remember. But no, yeah, I just.
Fuck. Anyway, sorry, I'm derailing.
No, that's all right. But like in the first season, I felt like everything kind of had a gray tone over it, and in this one, I felt like sure there were those scenes where they're in a dark dungeon and like everything's kind of dark and dank. But when you're out in the world and like when you're in the Mage's Tower and all that stuff, it feels colorful. It feels vibrant. It feels like
the place, the Melitele. They say differently in the show, but in Witcher 2 it said Melitele.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna say Melitele.
So with Ciri, she wasn't supposed to use fire magic, right? So I was a little bit confused on that whole thing.
You mean
I'm sorry, Yennefer? Yes.
Yes.
And then that's why she was
new too.
So
that doesn't happen in the books.
I was thinking, yeah. Oh, okay. The losing of the powers things. Okay. Yeah. But is that still kind of the same thing in the book, like with like the magic?
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you're not supposed to use fire magic as like a mage in the.
That's what I don't understand because Trish uses it in the games.
That's what I mean. So like.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
So what I think they're building up to, this is possibly a bit of a spoiler. So if you're not interested in hearing it, maybe like tune out. I'll put my hand down when I'm done. So in the games, there is no male sorcerers. They're gone. They're dead. They're not dead. They're not a thing anymore. The sorceresses take over and become the Lodge of Sorceresses instead of the Brotherhood of Sorcerers. So that's why it's Triss, Yennefer.
Why can't? Is there a reason that like
Francesca
guys don't?
Findabair, like they're the sorceresses. Like there's no guys.
You do
anymore.
find some wizards though in that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
but
like,
I'm talking
but
about
like,
what happens down the line. So I was like, are they building up to this or not? And I don't.
Do you know why that they males don't do it
I
anymore?
forget. I think it's
there's
just it's like a coup. It's like they just decide to take over
and just kill all the dudes. Huh.
not kill them. I think they just excommunicate them and they're like, see ya. You're
See
no
ya.
longer a part of the group.
Okay.
Because like every king has like a sorceress at their side. Like that's a thing.
Sorceress, and in this they have sorcerers too. Apparently, is Dijkstra is he a mage in the game too?
No.
But
he's a Redanian spy master.
Oh,
he's not in Witcher 3, but he is
I
before.
thought he was part of the mages. Like I guess he was just there as just talking to the mages. Then that one scene,
right?
I just took that as he was one of the mages. But yeah,
yeah. Okay,
hands down.
We're done talking about that spoiler. Yeah. So that stuff was interesting that they took Yennefer's powers away. I didn't really.
Felt like a bit of a cop out to me in some respects. It feels like kind of that amnesia thing in movies, like where it's like, I can't remember.
Well, speaking of like a retcon or like amnesia, how did you like them turning Triss's trauma into the reason why her hair's red?
I didn't quite catch that. What happened?
So they quickly go over. Remember when, like, the first episode, she's like in the bed and kind of like convulsing because of that trauma and the fact that she was like exposed to that fire magic. Like her hair turns red.
Oh.
So I think they might have heard fan feedback.
Like make her look at least like be somewhat recognizable as Triss.
I kind of I was texting a friend about that, and we were kind of talking about that. It was like I almost like kind of forgot about that.
She was Triss,
but remembered. Yeah. No, not forgot that she was Triss. Forgot that like they didn't do red hair.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I didn't forget that she was a ginger. I just kind of forgot in the show that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then I got to it, I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't do that.
Yeah, fuck.
Because like Triss is very identifiable by her red hair, and it's not magic. She's just a fucking redhead, like in the in the games and stuff. Like, I don't know why they didn't do that. Maybe the actress didn't want to do it, and they were like, hey, listen, like everyone kind of like
this was kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like a behind the scenes thing.
I doubt it was the actor. It was probably just a higher up choice of like, we don't need to put a wig on you every day. That's gonna.
Well,
take
they
up
dyed
time.
her hair for sure.
Oh really?
I don't think it was a wig.
I don't think it was a wig.
Is it a wig?
Okay. Actually, you just reminded me. I want to do this wig check.
With Geralt?
With all of them. With a bunch of like, there's a few people.
Freya Allen definitely has a wig on.
Freya, hers looks good.
Siri.
I think his hair might be real, but Jaskier's looked terrible. Like it looked like someone just smacked it on his head,
like some Cletus Cassidy from
thing. Yeah, I don't know. That was,
credit.
But it's Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Geralt was definitely grayer compared to like white, which kind of
better.
did. It looked more natural.
Yeah,
absolutely, it did. But I kind of would have liked to see.
And
maybe
his eyes looked a little more normal.
Yeah, they looked a little. They didn't look as. Again, that's what I was looking up. If the Witchers have cat eyes the book, but like.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm telling you.
You're probably right. I just want to know. Because it just feels weird that they wouldn't do that in this unless they just wanted to. You'd have to CG that, or you'd have to wear some pretty uncomfortable contacts.
That's probably what it is. They don't. He doesn't like the contacts would be too uncomfortable.
Have cat eyes in the books.
Yes. It's like the first thing. Just yes.
Does Geralt have cat eyes in the book? Usually his eyes are normal. He has an elixir that he takes, which allows him to see in the dark, which turns his eyes into cat eyes. So he does not have cat eyes in the book usually.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, this is on Quora, so I don't know. Maybe this isn't. Usually his eyes are normal. Doesn't mean. Yes, of course, with vertical. Well, newest unless you.
Anyway.
Yeah, continue.
How'd you like Jaskier in this and his song?
I thought his song was. I think you
Burn,
can't beat.
Butcher, Burn was like like a slap.
I thought it was good, but I
like,
did kind of love how at the end when he just gave him a hug, he's like, "Listen, I just missed you, man. God damn it!" Like,
I really like how they're doing him. I don't mind the name change.
He's
either.
Dandelion, right? In
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know.
There
why.
was a reason. There was some like I can't remember the exact reason they gave, but like they did explain their choice last season.
Yeah, I liked all the sets and all the stuff, and like how like I liked Siri. Like there really wasn't anything probably besides the Eskel thing that we mentioned earlier that I disliked.
No, I
you know what I didn't like? I feel like it should have been longer.
Yeah, I felt like the kind of
successful that first season was.
No, I agree.
How the hell did they not get more than 8?
Yeah, I do think that's a lot of money. This is an expensive show to make.
Yeah, but like I was like, really only 8? I was like I think 12.
I think 8 was good.
I think 12 is like a perfect mid ground.
I think you can start
24, 22 is too much.
I mean, that's insane.
That's what cable TV does.
Mm-hmm.
16 between 12 and 16 I think is a good mid ground. It
sure.
just kind of depends on the story you're
I
telling.
disagree. I think you could do 10 and that would be that's kind of my...
See, I think I just want more.
No, that's fair. And
that
again,
just comes out of liking the show and liking The Witcher.
The ending wasn't as like exciting as I was hoping it would be. I guess the idea, like I thought, like
for us, we knew.
Well, no, not even not even like that. But like the end fight scene and all that with Siri, with all the monsters coming out, I kind of felt like it was a little.
I thought that end fight scene was pretty cool.
I thought it was cool. It was a bit underwhelming for me in some respects.
They don't really show monsters coming out of portals all that much in The Witcher. Like I like how they really talk about the conjunction of spheres. Which is
a lot of world building in this one.
Which
a lot
is
more
really important to the lore. I don't think the monoliths are in the game either.
I don't think so either.
But yeah, like the conjunction of spheres being like this event that culminates essentially like the multiverse kind of coming in on itself, and because of that, creatures from other worlds cross over into other worlds.
So the elves lived on the continent first. The elves were part of this sphere first. But why are they saying that?
Because they come here during the sphere in the conjunction of spheres.
But like the way that the elves were talking were that the humans came there, that they owned that they were in this sphere first.
So what elves are you talking about?
The ones that are like fighting with the Nilfgaardians.
I thought you were talking about the Wild Hunt elves.
No.
Different elves.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's why I'm confused. It seemed like they were acting as if they existed, like humans came from a different sphere.
Yes, I think you're correct.
Interesting.
But the Wild Hunt,
they're another. I know
they are elves from another world.
Don't you visit that for like a split second in one of the games, right? Yeah.
I think it's really cool. Like
the idea that there's this dimensions.
So at the end we kind of get tee up a concept which the Witcher gamers will know, the Wild Hunt, which is a group of essentially like not wraith elves, but they're essentially
like magical elves that can go through different dimensions, right? They know how to
and they're looking for Ciri, who has elder blood, and elder blood, if you know from watching season 2, is incredibly important for magical reasons, but it's because her blood is from a different world.
So she is her grandmother's mom
is Enshe. Enshe, I think,
they're from that other sphere,
right?
And like the sphere that the Wild Hunt is from,
right? So
she's like only like, and I didn't realize or Yennefer was like a quarter elf. That was a very big point of this, but so just her. But do those people over in that universe not have really magical blood too?
I don't know.
Like I'm assuming she's like some kind of godly aspect to it, in the way like. I
think it's more utopia-ish.
Yeah,
because remember in Witcher 3,
but like
does
when everyone
you get there,
in that
it's very
it's very. But like
utopian.
When you get there, like do all those people have elder blood?
Yeah,
but then why don't they just go get elder blood from those people?
I forget what is. Oh, they're dying off. That's what it is. I think that's why they're looking for it.
Because I feel like there's probably like
there's a lot of lore I'm forgetting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think it is the Enshe are like their world is it's kind of like a Krypton thing. I think
they're just dumb bureaucrats.
Ending the world. There's reasons. Yeah. I think that's it. Sorry, it's been a while since.
No, it's all right. I was just more curious because, like I said, there's.
But I think it was that like it's like Krypton, like the world was a utopia, and then shit got fucked, and now like they
bing bang boom, here we are.
They can't reproduce, or like they're dying off, because
Interesting.
Yeah, I did like that final fight. I thought it was cool. I like Triss's involvement more in this. I like how they do involve her because she is kind of like Geralt's side bitch. No offense to her, she literally is. Like in the story, once he gets amnesia after Witcher or during Witcher 1.
Of course. God damn you, Gooch.
What?
Now that I just realized I forgot something, but it's not a big deal. Sorry, I broke mid cast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the season's short and sweet and good.
It is.
Like whether I wanted it to be longer, like there's really not like the story is self-contained or contained. Like it doesn't feel like there's really any filler here at all.
No, I agree.
Do you like the Nilfgaardian plot with like the
I think it's interesting.
Elves?
Yeah. By the way, their armor looks so much better. Way better.
Oh, the crinkly.
It wasn't that weird, like Rudy, like vines making up.
Crinkly Pringle.
It didn't make any
fabric.
sense. Yeah. No, I thought they looked a lot more like kind of, I don't know, flamboyant. Is the word, like in the way, like overly exaggerated. Like yeah. But,
yeah, I mean, in the games, it's like wings and shit. And,
yeah.
And then the reveal at the end. The build up to Emir von Emre's the white flame that dances on his enemies' graves is his full title.
Of course it is.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's the white flame he dances on his enemies' graves. It's something like that. And he is, Dooney from season 1.
Yeah.
He's Ciri's father. Yeah.
That makes sense. Again, a reveal that I knew was coming,
but forgot.
But didn't really put it together.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, because I was like, in the games, you're obviously dealing with Emir, and he's like, my daughter, Cirilla. And I'm like, then I was sitting there like, wait, but I thought Emir is her dad. But then I was like, oh yeah, because that is. So he used to be a porcupine man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Dooney's a fake name.
No, I know. It's just funny to me. He
was casted out of Nilfgaard, and he got cursed. Yeah, and I wonder if for just show watchers it was that like big, huge, that plot from early season 1 kind of coming back around.
No, absolutely. No, I think that was very interesting. And it worked well, and even the whole idea, like I thought the conflict with her trying to help the elves and then being like, "No, fuck you," I'd be like, "No, fuck you. We just helped you. What do you like?" You're like, and then they were like, "We're not gonna help. We're gonna go rebuild our family," and then they kill I guess Emir kills the baby to kind of get them going.
Yeah,
which was interesting. That was an interesting twist because of the way, so I guess what's his name? The other dude was just taking credit. He was like, "I did it," and then you did it, but say you did it to show how competent you are. But then Emir's like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I know exactly
they kind of pose it to make it look like they did it, but who do they think it did it?
It seemed to me that what's his name, Kahir or whatever, the other guy that she didn't kill, was just taking credit for it. It seemed like to me like he was saying
like somebody within their like
I think he just thought the Redanians maybe did actually do it, but he was just kind of taking credit like this was my idea, but you can say it's your idea.
Right. But then that's why when Fringilla fucking goes over the deep end and she like freezes, uses magic to like freeze all them, she kills them all, and then like they twist the story, and then
she paralyzes them with a nightshade.
With the nightshade. Yeah.
Which is really good.
Yeah, that scene was kind of fun.
It was rough. Yeah, like when she slowly kind of, and the way you see their eyes like darting and like watching it, it's good.
Fringilla Vigo, I think, is only in 3. She's talked about a lot for obvious reasons. But she's not like a sorceress in 3.
That makes sense.
For like Emir. Mm-hmm. Like, I think this is the end of that.
Gotcha.
But she's known because she was like these events and stuff.
That makes sense.
And we're waiting for Vilgefortz to come in.
Vilgefortz, yeah.
His sorcerer. Because he replaces him.
Oh,
so
really?
he will probably be in the next season. Remember Vilgefortz?
Oh, yeah,
that guy that's usually with, Emir?
Yes, yeah.
So he'll come in. Yeah, I think it's his name. Vilgefortz.
Please bow before the Emperor. I will be killed if you don't.
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking, like, I wonder how far into the plot we're gonna get before, like, are they gonna go into game territory?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I really think
because like we're going over the books, but the books are a lot short stories for the most part. Especially The Last Wish and The Blood of Elves and Sword of Destiny, like we're entering like that end spectrum. So like, are we gonna see Witcher 1 adapted into a?
I don't know if they
show?
do that specific. I think they might take those story elements.
Ciri and Yennefer, they're gone for all those games.
Yeah,
and all those events.
Yeah. So where are they in those games? Like
I don't know where. Geralt doesn't know, and he has amnesia.
Oh.
So I like in Witcher 1, Yennefer and Ciri are gone. He doesn't know where they are, but they're running from the Wild Hunt.
Gotcha.
And Geralt's whole thing is he needs to find them.
Well, and then he spends time with the Wild Hunt too, right? For a while, doesn't he? Isn't he like in the Wild Hunt for a bit? And that's when he loses his memory. Geralt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, is that in the books?
I wonder.
I'm trying to think about like now all my like Witcher 3 knowledge and all.
It's all getting all
I haven't
smacked
played
up,
Witcher in years. Ugh. Yeah, I think that. Are you certain about that?
I feel like I remember them saying it in Witcher 3. Like I felt like that's like he's like, yeah, I spent like because they always ask. He's like, what did you think when you spent time with them? And he's like, well, I don't remember any of it. I have amnesia.
Yes. Yeah, you're correct.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Play those games for God's
sakes.
sakes.
Looking it up. During Witcher 3, it was mentioned several times that both of them, both Yennefer and Geralt, were with the Wild Hunt for some time. Yennefer is taken by the Wild Hunt and rescued by Geralt. When she returns from the earthly plane, she has amnesia and makes her way across war-torn kingdoms in search for Ciri. Is the quote. Yeah. So maybe that is just game. So maybe that's what's... Maybe this is all game stuff and this isn't books. That's kind of the one thing I like don't know is like
what exactly
when the
is.
game, when the books end and when the game
begins yeah.
with some of that stuff. Yeah, Geralt. Yeah, Geralt is a member of the Wild Hunt. I'm looking at the wiki. Hold on. If you want to like fill some time here.
Yeah, I mean, dude, production quality wise, I will say I felt like this was a big step up. In my humble opinion, I felt like everything looked really good. All the environments were cool and interesting and very fantastical. Because nothing's worse than being in a fantasy show that looks like it's not fantasy at all. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't have a ton to say on it, unfortunately. Like, it definitely. I feel like you guys definitely, even like everyone's saying in the group chat how much they liked it. It definitely didn't like blow me away by any means. But I really enjoyed it. And I think Cavill, God, he's so good. I love him in that role.
What brings the Wild Hunt to the plane is the fact when Ciri uses her powers. So I think for all that time she's hiding and not using her powers, and then in Witcher 3 she does, and then that's when they come after her. Yeah, I don't know. So, but still, I wonder like, are they like? I think season 3 and on is going to be interesting. Like, are they going to adapt the games? Because now it's a book adaptation to a game adaptation.
Yeah, I think they'll take elements of that and idea. Like, are the Wild Hunt at all in the books?
No.
Oh, really? They don't even exist in the books.
No, they're talked about.
Yeah, but like they don't like show up. Like
no.
So again, I think it's going to take story elements. I think it's going to keep doing what it's doing. I think it's going to keep taking story elements that it wants to take. Some that have already shown up in the Witcher game.
Yennefer and Ciri are gone. You know, two big characters are not in a lot of like.
So that's why I think
of the games.
I think
3.
there are cherry picking things that you will see taken from the game that will end up in it for sure. But I don't think it's going to be a straight adaptation by any mean or stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, like Trio said, I don't have much left to say. I
know.
enjoyed it. It's fun.
I think it's a great time. I think it's a fun fantasy
Henry
show that you want.
Great.
He is. He's great. I even think what's her name is great as Cirilla. Frey Allen, and then
Anya Kalortra
is Yennefer.
Yeah,
she's great.
I don't know how to say.
I love her a lot too. I think she's very well done, and I think the actor is awesome. But yeah, go watch The Witcher. You know what I love too in the fight scenes? He's using all his magic. He's using the signs. He's arting. He's heating up his blade. He's like he. Nothing annoys me more than when I see someone.
And he takes the what are they called?
The concoctions now.
Thank you.
The decoctions. I'm sorry. The decadations, actually.
Yeah. I remember you like,
that's what I used to call them for literally 2 years. Do you have any decadations? I got a better one for you, and you might be pissed at me. But my roommate called, I think I might have told you this, docuseries. He used to call them decuseries.
Shut the fuck up.
We're on Netflix, and he's like, we could watch a decusery. I'm like completely serious. I'm like, what do you mean? You mean a docuseries?
Are you serious?
Decusery. I thought it was really funny. It had me dying. I love decuseries as much as the next person, but yeah, get your decuseries and your decadations, as I like to say. But yeah, go watch Witcher. Go watch it. You think so too, Gooch?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
It's probably one of the best shows on Netflix.
I would agree. It's quality-wise and narrative-wise, I think, all over the place. It's very good. But guys, thank you so much for watching with us. If you've been with us live on twitch.tv/Delco Nerd Network, me and Gooch very much appreciate it. You can find this podcast anywhere podcasts are found. Just search Delco Nerd Network. We're on all the social medias at Delco Nerds on everything. We got a Discord page. We got a Facebook page. We have a website, delconerdnetwork.com. We have an email, delconerds@gmail.com. Feel free to to shoot us your comments, questions, or concerns. We'd be happy to get back to you. Please review us on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. Really helps us out. Big shout out to Emma once again for the table. Check her stuff out. We have her things linked below. But for Gooch, I've been Trio. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay nerdy, and we will see you next time.